We also hear a lot of stuff, particularly here in Johnson County, about education. And the governor has been criticized about this. And I want to point out a couple of facts for you. For starters, if you go and you look at the data on where education spending is in the United States and on K-12 education, it's a critical part of our system. What happened in Kansas was that under the Democrats, a huge cut was made in base state aid to this. And what they did is they backfilled it with some temporary federal dollars. So they did all of these cuts, and then when the federal dollars went away, we were left holding the bag on that. The governor has ended up expanding very significantly what we're doing there. We've added $215 million to schools across the state of Kansas just in the last couple of years. But what we're trying to do is, people say, well, it's the money. It's in the classroom. It's where students are. And that's what's important. Let's get lead on the target. You know, we're spending about $250,000 per classroom right now in Kansas. And we've got to make sure that that equivalent is actually getting done. And so one of the examples you'll hear people say, oh, we've lost teachers. No. Since Governor Brownback and I have come into office, we actually have 676 more teachers than we did before. It was the previous administration that cut the number of teachers across the state. And we're now building them back up. We're now to a point where we have more teachers than we did before the recession in the state of Kansas, you know, for our kids. We also are trying to focus on essential parts. And rather than just having this, you know, idea of, well, more money equals more results, it doesn't always do that. What we need to do is focus. And so the governor proposed this year all-day kindergarten, and that we would fund that. The cost of that is about $16 million per year, and then we ramp that up over a period of about 5 years or so. The cost of that is very small out of a $6 billion state budget on that, but it's very focused, and it allows us to focus on getting results. Because the result that we really need is that fourth graders can read. If they can't read by the time you're in fourth grade, we've lost you forever. And so one of the things that we're now at a point is that Kansas now has the 9th best reading proficiency at fourth grade. We're moving along. Things that are practical are moving along. And so, in short, everybody, I think, wants to see us move forward, that Kansas is the best place to grow a business and have a family. And that's something that we can achieve.